Hey everyone, your favorite pair of pants is back with another Guild War Rush video. This is RA's third attempt at finishing Legend, and unfortunately I missed out on the Discord call. My brother had invited me maybe 20 minutes after my guild leader had asked if I was available to do a Guild War Rush, and I said yes, and then my brother invited me, and it was going to be at 6 o'clock, and Guild War Rush starts at 9 o'clock for me, so I figured, I could play Magic for 3 hours and then go record this video and, get into Discord. But then we were playing for prizes, and, I got a good deck. We were doing a draft, if you don't. Well, whatever. I'm assuming y'all don't know Magic. Maybe y'all know Magic the Gathering. Anyways, I had a fun night. So I'm also not going to show, a full hour plus of all the attacks. For one thing, I didn't record all of them. I missed out on recording them because I just forgot to on the first few ones. And also, when I'm doing a Guild War Rush, I'm using a lot of the same offense every time. The defenses vary, but I'm, trying to win, so I'm using Bulwark, Molong Amelia, like right here, and Fang Amelia Dozer, Jean Tesarion Vigor, things that I know win and do well. So it's challenging to commentate on the same offense over and over and over. So, anyways, this long pause here is probably because I was doing something in my game. So, Khmun, Vigor, Leona. I went for Vigor first because he's the defense break, and I figured the defense break is the scariest thing. Normally I save the buffer for last, but in this case, all three are people that do buffs, so it doesn't really matter to save Vigor for last. I don't think it's 100% safe against this, just because Vigor could have potentially snuck in a defense break through the immunity, and then Leona could just hit hard. And Khmun too, this is Mithril that we're hitting, and Mithril is top 3 guild, so you can imagine their runes are better than mine by quite a large margin. I'm not sure what the maximum efficiency runes are, and I'm not sure what my average efficiency is, but I would assume their average efficiency is quite a bit higher than mine. So this next one is Praha, Tesarion, Savannah, which I really like. I think if I had Savannah, I'd probably try this out rather than Khmun, Orion, Savannah. I say that I'd probably try both out. Try one, if it's not getting a good record, then switch to another, and if that didn't get a good record, I'd try something else out. This almost killed me right out of the gate. Praha had a AoE stun. I'm sure if they got a lucky violent proc, I would have just been dead right away. Instead, I got the lucky violent proc. You see my Tesarion kills his Tesarion, and from there, it's pretty easy to recover. I landed the provoke, and yeah, another lucky violent proc, and I landed despite the res lead. So it was certainly a lucky win in this case. Mithril, I think I got 2 wins and a draw, or 1 win and 2 draws, something like that. I didn't do great against Mithril, unfortunately. They're they're really good. So, anyways, I'll skip ahead here. I edited a video together just to do a voiceover while it plays, essentially. So this next guild was SSA, which is literally the best guild in global. I'll show you my guildies were bantering. I'm just rip SSA. Rep is bring extra safe teams. Safe plus extra condom. So we knew we had to be on our A game because this is an offense we could actually lose, and we only have we're limiting ourselves 30 minutes to do these attacks, so it's rough when every one of their units is just going to be plus 150 at least violent garbage, bunch of LDs, Molly, just it's such nonsense. That said, I did do well against SSA. So this first one was weird. This is Zeratu, Orion, Molly. This isn't the actual first one. This is the first one I'm showing. Because I outsped the Orion. So I don't know if he's going for a Lucian trap or something. So it's all slow shield will or something like that. I don't know. Maybe his Orion was missing runes, but it was funky. So I just figured once Zeratu's dead, like if Dozer kills Zeratu, then I should be golden. Because at that point, Orion and Molly don't really have any damage. They're just super annoying and can stall you, which I guess is good for being anti-rushers, because if you're limiting yourself to 30 minutes for an attack and Molly and Orion are dragging that out, it's very annoying, right? So it is what it is. Pretty easy win, but certainly a weird one. I don't know exactly what they were thinking with it. Like I said, they could have been missing runes. It's just funky to see a slow Orion. So I wanted to highlight this one for sure, even though I'm just using the typical Fang Amelia Dozer with its 99% win rate for everyone that's ever used it. So this next one was Geldnir, Vigor, Tian Lang. So just imagine having Zeratu, Geldnir, and Tian Lang on one account. What the hell? That's just... how? Like, where does it come from? I went for Tian Lang first. I don't know if that's the right decision. My reasoning was that his skill 2 has RNG with the stuns and stuff, so I was just scared of it. Geldnirs are often rune 100 resistance as well, so I did go after the Geldnir, but I can't get the Oblivion to land, so as soon as I saw an opening where he's got 0 stacks, I just went really hard against the Tian Lang, landed the defense break with Vigor, and then skill 1 with Tesarion, and then 2v3 with, Vigor and Jean heals. It's unlikely they come back from that. So I don't know what the records were for any of these defenses. I didn't really look at that. So I'm not sure if this defense does well. If you happen to own Geldnir and Tian Lang and want to try this out, I think there's probably like 3 people ever that own those monsters. So I think this was True Whale, if I recall correctly, that I'm hitting. So shout out to True Whale. And if you want to explain to me the Orion, that was... I still don't have any particular reasoning behind the slow Orion. It was just weird to see. I'll skip ahead because we know the outcome there. I did get 3 wins against SSA, which felt good. And then I went to a friend's account, Gus's account, who I'm often on, and tried to hit some more, but at that point we had already won, so we just skipped ahead, didn't need it. So Elite is the next guild. They're running a lot of typical comps that you see. Khmun, Vigor, Odin, Khmun, Vigor, Savannah, Tracer, Molly, Skogul, Khmun, Clara, Savannah. I see another Geldnir. I love hitting Geldnir, partly because people in my guild don't like hitting him, which means someone has to, right? But mostly because I get to use Orochi, and I love Orochi. I got him the transmog as soon as it came out, and I saw his skill 3, because the skill 3 just looks so awesome to me. I saved it there, even though his defense broken, he had the anti-crit, so I wanted to wait on it. But this is just like, Vigor's not gonna defense break Orochi, so he's safe. My Orochi's tanky enough to, survive a Skogul rock drop, so there's no worries there. So I think this... I don't know how this offense could lose against this defense, like, ever. I guess if Skogul violent procs enough to drop the rock twice in one turn, then maybe. But that's, like, super rare. So, yeah, it looks like he does get over 50% of my Orochi's health down with a single rock, so that would be a way it loses, I guess. But, like I said, I think that just so rare that it's a pretty freaking safe offense against this defense. I just love using Orochi against Geldnir. Anytime I have that opportunity, I try to jump on it. He's just fun. Not a huge fan of the green hair. I'm not sure why they gave him green hair, but no judgments. If you want to have green hair, you can have green hair. There's a Volantis. That's scary. Seara Volantis, Rakan, Seara Volantis, Barbara. Elite's got a few Volantises. I'm not sure what the plural for Volantis is. Anyways, we'll skip ahead here. So Caliber is the last guild we hit. They had a lot of LD5s. That's me doing a call out. which is rare. I think that's the only call out I did the whole night. So Khmun, Julianne, Vigor, I think that's the light vampire's name. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's Julianne. I always underestimate him, because like I figured this was safe, and as soon as I kill Vigor here, I figure 2v3, I got this in the bag. But sure enough, he just hits hard. Like, he hits so hard. I would love to have this guy. Like, you gotta save him for last. Well, not necessarily. And the team I'm using, I have to save him for last, because that's just, I'm using single target stuff. If I'm using like a Rica AoE defense break kind of comp, then I can go up hard at him. But here I have heal block on Molong. This is my first match, and I'm realizing I don't want to lose Molong in the very first match, so I just quit out. So, and even then, as soon as Molong dies, I don't think I have any way of winning after that. So, unfortunate that the heal block landed. If I resisted that, then probably would have been safer. Seara Orion Fire is just classic. It has been meta from the beginning and has never died. Like, I say it's never died. It's not prevalent, like you don't see it all over the place all the time, but it certainly hasn't gone away. And Rakan's a pretty good one because that's a secondary stripper, right? So, and he can hit really, really hard with a defense break. So, I do like Seara Orion Rakan. I'm trying out Seara Bastet Ken. I figure Ken has the same skill 2 strip that the Water Ryu has, and if he's on 100 crit rate, then his skill 3 will make him max his attack bar. Or does it guarantee an additional turn, or does it max attack bar? I think it guarantees a turn, which is really good. So I have him 98 crit rate on slot 4 crit damage on a violent set, so I've realized that I had a good set for him, and that's why I'm trying it out. I think it's like 5 and 5 or 5 and 6 in Guild War. So I don't know if people want to try that out. Of course, your Guild War record will vary from your Siege record, because people in Guild War often have their entire box at their disposal, whereas in Siege, it could be their last hit and they've used up most of the stuff, but they need to take that base, so they go for it. And so your records in Siege can often, I want to say be better, but just be different than your Guild War defenses. I'm not sure if they're actually better, because like with Guild War, people have to hit 2 different defenses simultaneously, so they can't use the same monsters, and that's the difference. So they vary. Anyways, just checking out their defenses. Some of them are slow to load. I keep looking at the Yan Hong Nyx and just like being jealous of it. Like, it's so nice. I would love to have an LD5. Can't imagine owning 2, and 2 really good ones. So, Joltan, Helena, and Rica against Seara, Iris, Rica. So Seara, Iris, Seara, Lauren, and then Fire used to be huge. Like, they used to be a frontline defense that people ran. It was brutal. Like, people would run a swift route, and it was just hard to deal with when it first came out. It's kind of a dead meta, but you see it every once in a while. Joltan is a good tank here, and then I really like the Helena Rica combo. If you don't have Helena, Belinus is the other option. I don't think there's any other AoE fire defense break. Not that it has to be fire, but I think that's just ideal, because you don't want Seara targeting them. In the case of Seara, Iris, Rica, there's no defense break, so you can manipulate the AI really, really well. I know Juno is really good against those two if you happen to own Juno. I do not, but Juno just is like, anytime you see a Rica, one of my old friends, he would use Juno and a Chroma, and it's like, what's Rica ever going to do to a Juno and a Chroma? So skipping over the Fang Amelia Dozer, here's another Geldnir. So of course, like I said, nobody in my guild likes hitting Geldnir, so I jump on it. And this guy has Rahul, because everybody's got these 2 to 3 LD5s, right? And I decided to hold off on the skill 3 because of the anti beneficial debuff and anti-beneficial buff debuff. I don't know what to call it, but that thing, the thing that's on Orochi right now, because Ethna, her skill 3 would steal stuff, and I'd rather actually steal stuff than not steal stuff, so I just saved it. Not sure if that was the right choice or not, but regardless, idea here was just land defense breaks with Ethna, and wherever the defense breaks land, then that's who I'm going to kill. So Rahul was defense broken, so I went for him first. Geldnir was also defense broken, but had Rahul's hug. I'm not sure exactly what that skill 2 is called, but I think people call it a hug, so I call it a hug. So yeah, that's another pretty safe win. The other one was what? Geldnir, Vigor, Skogul. So this one replaced Skogul with Rahul. I would think Rahul would do better than Skogul, but not 100% sure on that. The other one was Geldnir, Tian, Vigor, I think. Regardless, Geldnir Vigor I think is just a really good combo. Like the 33 lead paired with Vigor's 115 base speed is just insane. And then, of course, he's got buffs to help out Geldnir. And Geldnir is just annoying. You know, it's hard to cleave a Geldnir. I'm not sure exactly who the best third is. A guildie of mine runs Theo. So it's Geldnir, Vigor, Theo. I know a lot of people do Geldnir, Vigor, Triana, which I'm sure is annoying. So I'm assuming Vigor's definitely like the best pair, but the third one you can probably switch up and might experience different results for any of you Geldnir owners out there looking to find a good defense with him. Certainly pair him with Vigor, and then plenty of options. So here I'm just showing where we are. So 7 points above Malicious at the end of the night, which I think is better than any other stance we were compared to the previous 2 rushes, I mean. So we were feeling pretty good. We were getting hit by some people, so I'm showing the defense log here. So this Near Knowledge Guild and Poker Face I think was hitting us also. But we were getting defense successes, a lot of us were. So we're feeling pretty good, you know. I'm not sure exactly what rank we started out as. I don't particularly remember what it was. But rank 1 at the end of the night is exciting. Here's the defenses, or not defenses, well I guess you could say defenses, but here are the guilds we hit. Elite, SSA, Mithril, Osber Proc, whatever that is, and Caliber was the last one. And managed to finish them all. So anyways, we'll show you the outcome here. I don't know why I'm scrolling. Let's go team, Schmidt says. So there it is. Got the legend symbol. So that's exciting. Hooray for me. Hooray for the guild. We were all pumped about it. And like the very next week, we've been doing horrible in Guild War. Like no one is motivated to do it. It's kind of funny. We've lost like 2 or 3 attacks. So it's just like, who cares? We'll probably get back into, you know, actually winning offenses here shortly. But anyways, it's just kind of funny how after a stressful thing like that, it's just no one wants to try hard, which makes sense. So I guess I need to do 30-star TOA Hell. That'd be something I can make videos about and get on the profile. But TOA Hell's a pain. Like, it's 45 minutes to an hour per floor when you do all 3 stars, and that's a lot of staring at your phone. And that's like, if you actually succeed on your first attempt, then you gotta do it again. So that's just a pain. Like, I like the difficulty, but it's just a lot of time. G3 Arena is another thing I would do eventually, kind of waiting on a 33 lead like Samoth. Like, I have Vanessa, but I would really rather Samoth. I'm fine with G2 for now. I really only do like 1 or 2 wings per week, if that. I usually just do the arena rivals and, you know, for the daily challenge and then for the weekly Devilmon. RTA certainly went a red star there, but that's hard. We'll see when I can make that happen. I don't expect it happening this season. World boss. Why am I even mentioning world boss? Who cares? Why do they show triple S? Like, that's not... As soon as artifacts were introduced, like, a lot of people get triple S, so I think they should just show rank, right? They show rank for everything else. It's kind of funky to me. But whatever. This is where I'm at in 2031 days of playing this game for some reason. That's that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.